This is the setup of our makeshift clinic just outside the camp. We can explain why that is. It's a first-time setup the way we're looking at it right now. So this is the preparatory tent here, which is, shall we say, composed in two compartments. So the inner compartment is where the patients are actually waiting. It's a pretty cold day, as you see. We are cold, so you can imagine how the patients feel. And then the outer one is where the nurse actually does the first triage. So it's where we take the history of the patient, we identify the need, and then of course, if the need involves a doctor, then it's the patient will actually walk outside, escorted by a cultural mediator who will also interpret for the patient depending on the language, and then they will enter our mechanized vehicle. That's the point. This is where the doctor is, right? Patient will go through the consultation and then will exit, and then of course they can return to the camp, right? So we can walk inside and just have a closer look. Welcome. So this is the first compartment where, as you see, we have our health promoters, cultural mediators, French, Arabic. This is where the information of the patient is taken. So according to what the nurse discusses, they will come here. The nurse will recommend what needs to be done. Some people have prescriptions for medication. So it's a pretty full primary healthcare preliminary setup, right? And then patients will go out from here, and they'll walk across. You see there's health preparations going on by the logistics team here. And then this is where they enter. The patient will go in, and then see the little baby there, waiting for consultations. We have pregnant women, we have priority, of course, given to these children, and their mothers first. And of course, if there are any particular medical incidents, they will go in first. Here again, the teams are always double. So it's the medical practitioner, but of course without the cultural mediator, without the interpreter, nothing can be done. Without the health promoter, nothing can be done. So this is a pretty complete team. And then would you like to walk in? We have a double consultation now. So we have the doctor and I'm it's two doctors today. Yes, we have two doctors because there's quite a few patients. You have to remember that the camp of Samos is now numbering about 1,000 residents, right? So the need for daily medical care is of course very, very necessary. So we have a volume, and although it's cold, people know that we're outside. About this setup, perhaps we need to explain that normally MSF has access and conducts the mobile clinic inside, which, as you see, is right there. So we're very close. We're actually in the parking lot of the camp. Would you like to walk towards the car? So normally our vehicle would enter the camp. We wouldn't have need for generators at this point because we would be supported by the electricity of the camp. But what happens is that in the past weeks we have been facing an access issue, not just MSF but many NGOs, that has to do with the fact that there is a bureaucratic procedure that requires that our staff members individually are registered with the registry of the Ministry of Migration and Asylum. Right? This is a process that takes time. Right? It takes time in the sense of we upload on a platform, they have to go through the documentation, and eventually they will be approved. So now the approvals are trickling in. We still don't have a complete team that can go inside the camp. Unless they have this approval and they have an identification card, they can't. And this is why, although normally we would be where the taller administration building is, right, parked inside, easy access, with containers as waiting areas, now we have to do this in the parking.